It's fine.
Let's go.
Don't worry.
Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 11 of Real Estate for Introverts. Real Estates for Introverts.
She said we don't make bloopers here.
My name is Marisa Lindsay. I'm an introvert.
What's up? I'm Dubs. I'm also an introvert.
And today we have the Sunny Strawbridge with us.
Hey guys.
I don't know if y'all were here for episode 6, but I think we mentioned Sunny in
Maybe a little snippet.
all the podcasts.
Oh, we might.
In all of them?
Yeah.
Do you not listen to all the podcasts? I'm just kidding.
Wow, Sunny. I'm hurt.
Should
Not a
really
fan.
Just put it on in my car when I'm driving all day.
But the thing is, you already know all the things, right? So like this podcast is more for people who are learning to get into social media for their business, I think. But Sunny is already doing all of it.
Crushing it.
Crushing
And I'm
it.
an introvert
And how many do you have under contract right now?
right now. 11.
Oh my God. How many have you closed this year?
9.
Yep.
8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
We have cool mugs. We have cool t-shirts. Cheers.
Cheers. What would Goggins do?
Yeah.
And first I drank the coffee.
And I do the thing.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah, Etsy.com if you guys are interested in getting some for
So
yourself.
cool.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys are not here to talk about mugs. But what I wanted is because a lot of people are like, Marisa, like, we're not you. How can we do these things if we don't have your personality? Because I am really good at copy edit when it comes to Facebook posts. It's where I shine.
Yep.
And I try to explain that you do not need to be like me. You do not have to write like me. You can be absolutely who you are, yourself, and still experience the same successes that I have. And I just think that Sunny is such a good example of that, because you really are, you can tell who you are in your posts, and you write nothing like me.
Nope.
Nothing at all, right?
No.
And that's a good thing. Like, we don't want a bunch of mini Marisas running around. We want people to be themselves. That way they attract their people, their clients. And I think that's worked for you since you came on the team. So Sunny has been on the team since January of 2023.
3.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And so she came in with having done 10 deals the year prior in 2022, which, by the way, was an up year. And then in 2023, which was a down year in real estate, did how much?
In the 20s.
23, I think.
23,
Yeah.
so more than doubled. And now she is going to surpass last year's numbers
By
within the
probably-
first 6 months
Yeah.
of this year. That's freaking insane.
Snaps.
And you guys, like, this is all on social media groups and referrals.
Yes.
And her client families love her.
They do.
It's so true.
Her reviews are so touching. Like,
They
they're all like, Sunny is our hero. Like,
They do
that-
have a story. Everybody has a story.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's setting things apart now, starting last year with you all, is really creating that relationship, to create the stories and to share the stories and to really help people understand that it's not just about buying or selling their house. It's about, like, creating that relationship that lasts for a long time, and just, putting in that personal touch as much as possible and going above and beyond, and things that they never knew they needed or expected. So I think that those are the things that I've been really like, and not in an unnatural way. It's just, my natural way of helping people, but just stepping it up to, like, what would they not even expect, but would blow them away right now.
yeah.
I love that.
And I love, like, that's Sunny's heart, y'all. She really wants to help people, serve them, blow them away. It doesn't matter, like, I'm in these deals with her, and it doesn't matter how much she has going on. She is trying to go the extra mile in every step in this process. And I love that this strategy connects you with more families.
Yes.
Because when you came on, did you think oh yeah, let me get on social media. Let me be like Marisa. This is really gonna work for me. I'll just copy paste. It'll be good. That'll really help us. Or what did you think when you first came aboard and saw what Marisa did?
Yeah, so that was exactly what I was looking for, because I knew in my heart, like, that was the strategy that I was wanting to build my business on, was like social media groups. But being on my own for 2 years, I had no idea how to even start it. I was like, this is so overwhelming. But after speaking with you the first couple times, I was like, that's what I'm trying to do, you know. So it was just
She's doing it.
there, and I needed to just like put my own oomph in it and my own stories into it. That's when I was like, oh, this is the way. This is what I needed.
Yeah.
And it's just really been so fulfilling to because of the relationships that you're building along the way. And it's not just like a quick Zillow call that is like, they don't really know you. You have like 30 seconds to win them over. And then it's just a transaction to them, actually. So this platform, this way is just, it's
Clients for life.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
is what it creates. And it has created super fans for you. There are people that are ride or die, Sunny Strawbridge. I'm not even kidding. Ride or die. No one will ever use anybody else. And I love that.
Yeah.
And it's creating this amazing community because think about it, a lot of these people are moving here from out of state, so they don't know anybody. Sunny is their friend.
Yep.
And that Sunny is their trusted person, having just moved here. And it's super cute because one of her clients, Joanne and Larry, they just arrived from Chicago. And I have clients right now that I'm working with that just arrived from Florida. I feel like they're going to be a good match. So we're actually setting them up. They don't even know it yet. But like, it's so cute, like creating this community of people.
And I like have a tear in my eye because they are the nicest couple, and I look at them now as like another family to me here. And they're like, just come over anytime, just, and I'm like, oh my God. And it's so touching.
So how did it feel when, because of course this did not happen overnight. It's not like Sunny joined the team and then within 2 months she had all these people like beating down her door like on Messenger. But how did it feel when you got into the groups that were already established and you started to create those relationships? How did it feel to get that first message from somebody or to make that first connection with a client family?
Incredible. It's like it all came full circle. It was like, oh my gosh, this is the result of putting in the time and the effort and the genuine care and the not just asking like for business. It's more of like, how can I help? What can I do to help? And they see that, and I see it weekly now, like almost daily, that people are coming back into my messenger saying, hey, we're really having a hard time, figuring out what to do. Just wanted to reach back out to you. I hope that's okay. Or I'm so sorry to be bothering. Like, what? Of course not. So they continue to see, even if I'm not super active in those groups as much because I'm busy, but like they remember, and the comments that I do make now, they see those and they respond. So it's like, it's just planting the seeds and continuing to nurture them.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say, this is all good. Like, I love the heart level stuff, but I also want to help the people who want the tactical level stuff. So when you say the comments that you make now or the post, like, can you talk about what that looks like and kind of how you found your voice? Like, I remember watching you work through it and be like, I think I found it. I think I found it. And it was really, starting to gather momentum. So can you share that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just building off of experience too. I have a military spouse background, I guess you could say, history. So just being able to relate to people in that sense too, of like, oh yeah, I was in Germany. I did this, oh my gosh, do you remember the festivals and the things. And it's just like, that's whenever they get the connection.
So you're
And then-
seeing posts about Germany or?
but yeah, like things like that, or like if they're moving here from Fort Bragg or another place that I've been, like I can plug that and just be like, and just find that relatable level,
you know. But it's also like the experience of the, you know, the actual real estate transactions that has helped me be able to share that value to people that are asking for things that aren't even related necessarily to buying or selling. But somebody just yesterday was asking about, like, when do we de-winterize our sprinklers? And I'm like, oh, I mean, you know, and then it's like just providing that information right away that is not salesy at all. It's just helpful. And then on the other note, like you said, how did I find my voice? It's just really just putting in the reps, as you say.
Put in
like
the reps.
Just continuing to get in and make comments in the posts, even if it has nothing to do with anything I even know about. Just even reinforcing, like, hey, I've been there, understand, good luck on your search, or good luck on your move, or, you know, anything that just to be encouraging. And
Okay. So what advice would you give to day one Sunny, who just joined the team, who talked with Marissa, who's like, yeah, this is going to be a great strategy. I got a big heart. I want to connect with people. This is the right way. Marissa's got it. Now looking back, you know, you're a year and a half in now. What would you tell you on that day one?
just stick with it, continue to find your voice and share it, and use all the experiences you've had throughout your life to just kind of relate to people, get on common ground.
Nice.
I mean, the work ethic too, it has to be there. You have to get up ready to work. Like you have to be, I mean, eyes open to eyes shut. I know that's probably not a great sustainable way, but it is. That's how it works. I mean, you have to be available. You have to be responding to people right away, and just be out there and share. And I mean, I would also say that even on your own personal pages, like showing what you're doing on a daily basis, and like showing, like, you know, being at showings or a home inspection or anything that you can share with your people, your groups that you're working, that you know what you're talking about, and just keep doing it.
It makes all the difference. So a lot of people, I get this question, they're like, well, should we be connecting with the people that are on our personal pages?
Yeah.
And, you know, besides the groups. And I'm like, okay, so you shouldn't be like throwing your business card in people's faces and being like, hey, look at this, I'm a realtor, because that is not providing value. It has to be passive. And the way that you do that passively is like, hey, I'm at a home inspection today. Oh my gosh, check out this view from this appointment that I had gone on. Or something along those lines that says I am working and I enjoy my job. Don't complain about it. Don't be like, oh, another showing. Like, don't do that. I've seen that too. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if people would want to hire somebody who is irritated about, you know, their 10th showing of the day. Be positive about it when you're talking about it, no matter how tired you are. But it provides people with confidence in that you know what you're doing. And it's a subtle reminder to them that you are in the real estate business, and it keeps you top of mind. And then, of course, within the groups, it looks very, very different, where, yes, you are talking about in a very passive way how you're in real estate, but you're also, I think, in the groups more showing that you're subject matter expert on Colorado Springs, because that's what's going to give people confidence who are moving here from out of state. And I was actually talking to somebody yesterday. I had a social media like power hour with Jack. He's he's a newbie on the team, so
A newbie to social media.
love him. He's so usually when people come into the team, or when I'm talking to somebody like they're good on social media, I just really gotta power in on the work ethic piece. It's the exact opposite for Jack. So Jack, has got the, like, what's the word that I used earlier? Gusto.
Gusto.
Like he's got gusto when it
gusto.
comes to real estate, and I love it because it's hard to teach that.
Yeah.
But he literally knows nothing about social media. So I'm talking about like baby social media. Like the other day I asked for him to make a group chat with me and 2 other people. It's the cutest thing. So he did. Like after like 5 minutes, he figured out how to create this group chat on Messenger for Facebook. But then we had the wrong person in the group. And I'm like, Jack, that's not Brittany. That is Brittany, but it's not the right Brittany. And it's not even spelled the right way. Like this is how it's Brittany Golden. And he's like, I got Brittany in here. And I'm like, no, you don't, man. It's like, this is somebody totally different. She does not want to talk about real estate. And she doesn't want to talk about this transaction. Where was I going with this story, though? I had like...
probably getting him trained up on social media.
Yes. So training him on social media. And he's like, okay, so what do I post in this group? And I'm like, we need to be bigger than Zillow. Because anybody can look and see that there is a house in Banning Lewis Ranch, that it is next to a park, and then it has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths and an unfinished basement.
Yep.
Anybody can see that,
Yep.
right? Like that is not providing value. It is sharing a house that's available in Banning Lewis Ranch. Right. But what would be helpful to somebody who's moving here from out of state? Hey, everybody, I have this house here in Banning Lewis Ranch. These are the stats. But why is this important for you? For those who live on Fort Carson, even though this is a 15-mile trip from this neighborhood to Post, we are talking like a 50-minute drive. Yep. Why is that? Because there's a bottleneck coming out of the neighborhood, and all of the roads that lead you to Fort Carson, they're stoplight central. It's going to take a minute to get there and to come back from Post if you're, going into work during rush hour. That's value, because that's showing somebody like you're going beyond Zillow, I feel like. Yeah. And then same thing with if somebody's trying to buy a house up here, like a lot of people are attracted to the fact that like where we're sitting right now, it's in a really good school district in Colorado Springs, D20. But okay, that's great. You want to be in a great school district. Keep in mind though, that we are a good 45 minutes from any post down south. We're only 5 minutes from the Air Force Academy, but if you're going to Schriever, that's absolutely a 45 minute drive. And, letting them know about road construction for their commute, talking to them about the fact that we're a school choice state and what that means for them and how that works. So it's really, how can you go above and beyond and provide that value within the groups? And that's what Sunny does. And so I feel like Sunny, she writes the way that she writes, it's to who she was when she was coming into the state, not knowing anybody. And that's who your audience is. I feel like that's who your audience is when you're making your posts. And so like, it's one thing to say, provide that value, but Sunny just sees everything, I feel like, through a value lens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you just really have to have that lens on when you're making these posts. Yeah. And that is what's created Sunny's success. Yep. It's very passive, but it comes from a place of like, what would I want to know coming in from out of town? Yeah. And I mean, it's created amazing success for you.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever seen a single post from Sunny that's like a pitch of any sort. It's like, here's my beautiful sunrise pictures. Here's my beautiful this. Here's this. I'm on my way, crushing it, grinding, that kind of stuff. But never any sort of pitch. I don't think I've ever had a sentence from you that's like feels pitchy. Like even when we're talking the hours and hours that we've talked, it's just not who she is. Like it's not a pitch, but so that comes across definitely on social media. Yeah. And I think that's what other people see. They can feel that. Yeah. And
honestly, that's my goal, even to help other agents, on the team. Like I want them to understand that
even agents that are off the team.
Even agents.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's who you are.
Yeah, definitely. Like I just want to help people. Like this is an industry that we just need to come together more.
I agree.
And I love that you're out there setting an example of what success can look like. One, for the people who have the same like motivation as you, but also other people who may be, you know, more goals driven. Like maybe there's somebody who wants to hit 40 deals a year. And it's like, okay, well, how do you want to do that? You want to hit 40 deals in a year? You better figure out how to deliver real value to clients. Like that's what the future is. That's what this approach is. And if you don't believe me, just look at Sunny's numbers. Like, if you want to hit those numbers,
drop.
you better be a real person delivering real value to your clients.
I
And
agree.
that's how we're changing the industries.
Yes, that is.
That's how you're changing the industry.
It's a revolution.
I want to. Yes.
It's the anti-sales sales.
Yes.
That was one of my biggest fears coming into real estate. I did not want to be a salesperson.
Yep. Yeah.
And I never wanted anybody to feel like that I was trying to force them to use me in their real estate transaction. I never wanted anybody to feel like that. I never even want people to feel like that while we're in the middle of a transaction.
Right.
That they have to, I want them to feel like they get to choose me every day instead of, oh, we're stuck with Marissa.
Oh, right.
And so, if I think that if anybody walked through this real estate or sales journey with that kind of mindset, and then on top of that, you have your group, you know, your expansion of your social media footprint where you're meeting these new people, those two things combined, that's what we're looking for, is this new way of sales. And, you know, we're just throwing the door knocking and cold calling out the door.
See you.
Even paid leads, which I am anti-paid leads. Cannot stand them.
Not necessary.
Not at all necessary. This business is, you can absolutely tackle this business and put up some amazing numbers without spending a dime.
No, absolutely.
Any finishing words for our 110 subscribers?
I would say I do want to add one more thing. I know we're at the end, but as far as some of the posts in the intros group, people asking do I let locals in? Do I, how do I navigate that? And I think that is also your audience, because even if they are local and they've already lived in your area, they still can get value from you. And they still are looking for that connection. So I just think when it comes to groups and it comes to posting, just be yourself, share the current events, upcoming events, be the resource, be the expert. And I promise you, people will come and think of you first.
I would join your community. I would do it. I would.
Thank you for joining us today for this episode 11.
Episode 11. Be sure you go stalk Sunny on her social media. Follow us, like this video. If you believe in this revolution and this way of doing sales, share this video. You know, somebody like Sunny is successful, whatever it is, we can really make a difference in the quality of real estate. So share
Cheers
it.
to that.
Cheers. Got it.